Welcome to this wonderful occasion. I formally declare this congregation of the University of Portsmouth open. Please be seated.
Chancellor, my University Executive Board colleagues, heads of school, members of the University of Portsmouth community, colleagues, distinguished guests, graduates, parents, family and friends. I'm delighted to be here with you today on this important occasion in our graduates' lives and careers. To each of you, I offer my congratulations. What you have achieved in completing a degree qualification is a significant educational accomplishment. Regardless of your chosen field of study, graduation signifies the culmination of several years of hard work on your part. And while today is a celebration of your efforts, I might also add that it's a time for us to thank our academic and professional staff who have been absolutely committed to helping you to achieve your learning goals. Finally, I thank the family and friends, employers, colleagues, and mentors who've also played an important role in the success of each graduate. You can all be justly proud of your efforts. At this juncture, I think it's appropriate that you, our graduates, should stand up and, with a warm round of applause, join me in thanking your family and friends who are here today. Come on, I think you can make a bit more noise. That's a bit subdued. I want to hear people outside, watching on the big screen, see what kind of energy is in this room. So let's try a bit harder. That's it. That was much better. While this is a day of celebration, it's also an occasion that represents a point of departure from studying at the University of Portsmouth to a new stage where you have the opportunity to make your mark in the community, whether that is at a local, regional, or indeed a global level. The university has endeavored to instill in you a body of knowledge and a set of qualities that will prepare you for your future life. However, the true value of your University of Portsmouth education lies in how you transfer this knowledge for the greater good of your communities. On that note, allow me to reflect on the importance of this body of knowledge and the value of a university education to connect more directly and boldly with the large questions of our time. We live in times of great economic, political, and cultural change. And the challenge today is to take the best of our insights, experiences, and knowledge and turn them into actions in order to improve people's lives and prospects. In response to these prevailing pressures of our times, let me remind you about the purpose of higher education. I think it's about self-fulfillment, personal development, and the pursuit of knowledge as an end in itself, the provision of skills of critical analysis and independent thought to support full participation in civil society, the preparation of leaders for diverse global environments, and support for a highly productive and professional labor force. More importantly, these sentiments must be contextualized against the backdrop of globalization and the internationalization of education. You are in a truly globalized international university, and this has inevitably meant the significant movement of students, academics, and programs across national and cultural boundaries, rendering the world a global village. At 23 years of age this year, the University of Portsmouth is one of the top 50 of the world's top 100 universities under 50 years of age. In addition, we're amongst the top 2% of universities worldwide according to the Times Higher Education rankings. And your university is on the move, with the Telegraph newspaper reporting in April that we are one of 5 universities in the UK to watch. These are remarkable achievements that we are very proud of, and we hope that you are too. At the university, we remain aspirational, energetic, and committed to change and success, ensuring an enduring partnership with each one of you. There's little doubt that the knowledge, skills, and values that you have developed during your University of Portsmouth studies will help you become leaders within your community into the future. We want you to be successful because your successes and achievements will reflect well upon your university, and of course, the successes of the university will reflect well on you. I urge you to use your new credentials from your university to good effect. We live, as I've said, in particularly unsettling times where the world is facing problems of enormous gravity, but we also inhabit a planet where there is an unprecedented connection between peoples. More than at any other epoch, we're interdependent on people we have never encountered. The colossal issues and problems we face, economic, environmental, religious, and political, are global in their scope. They have no hope of being solved unless people once distant come together and cooperate in ways they have not done before. As our most recent graduates, you will undoubtedly bring a unique perspective to the issues and their impact on our communities. I have no doubt that it is amongst our newest graduates that the solutions to some of our most challenging and intractable problems will be found. As the president of Harvard University, Drew Faust, says, higher learning can offer individuals and societies a depth and breadth of vision absent from the inevitably myopic present. Human beings need meaning, understanding, and perspective, as well as jobs. The question should not be whether we can afford to believe in such purposes in these times, but rather whether we can afford not to. As we celebrate your achievements, we're also looking to the future and the phenomenal potential that you have to benefit your community. Your study has empowered you to cultivate strong roots within your community, to allow you to maintain links with local issues and struggles, whilst realizing that these are inextricably linked to global imperatives. Together, we are on the way to shaping the future. Futures are forged by choices we make today and the way we decide to transfer the knowledge that we have acquired and to make our own ripples throughout our world. Today is just the beginning of a lifelong relationship with your university as members of an international community of Portsmouth graduates. Please make use of our excellent alumni association and keep in touch as you continue your journey through life. Continue to live by the values of your university in all that you do. Be responsible, be open, be passionate, and be ambitious in all that you do. Never settle for second best. It's an honor for me to address you on a day in which you celebrate one of life's great milestones. Your family and friends have supported your ambition, drive, and focus. I wish you every success and encourage you to be bold and give back to the very communities that have not only sustained you, but have enabled you to shape a better future for all of us. Thank you. Chancellor, I certify that all those presented at this ceremony have successfully completed their studies and have satisfied all the conditions and requirements of the university.
By the authority of the university, I confirm that all those who are duly qualified are hereby admitted to the awards for which they are presented.
Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English and History. George Bonnick. Lindsay Davidson. Thomas Jesson. Charlotte Milton. Oliver Plume. In English and Media Studies, Sophia Erno. David Case. Jessica Chukuma. Claire Glynn. Daniel Hall Glearing. Sarah Murray. Sarah Mutton. In English Language and Literature, Sophie Abbott. Orion Brooks. Ben Clark. Hannah Clitheroe. Bryony Curran. And with first class honours, October Duffield. Pamela Gamble. And with first class honours, Sam McNeely. Holly Molyneux. Bex Nicolau. Emma Pierce. Anne Chalfaki. Monica Saunders. Bijal Shah. Sophie Sweatman. And Chloe Weatherly. In English Literature, with first class honours, Nicole Allen. With first class honours, Hannah Baxter. With first class honours, Hazira Begum. Beth Barrett. With first class honours, Tasmin Bygrave. Amber Sentala. Alexander Chambers. Kelly Cofton. Bethan Collier. Joseph de Souza. And with first class honours, Samantha Eldridge. Rachel Flynn. Thomas Gates. And with first class honours, Nikki Harish. With first-class honours, Tom Hart. Rebecca Jane Henderson. With first-class honours, Rhiannon Jones. With first-class honours, Jennifer Littlehales. Ellen Lynch. With first-class honours, Louise Maloney. Beth McGillicuddy. Becky McNamara. Soraya Nair. Michael Newman. And with first-class honours, Jessica Quinn. Francesca Richardson. Claire Sayers. Rachel Shepherd. Stephanie Whelan. Joe Williams. And Hannah Wilson. In English with Psychology, Malika Allen. Melissa Belchamber. Harriet Johnston. Tessa Pullen. Emma Reed. And Alexandra True. In history, Tim Adams. Emma Backelin. Thomas Barber. Rachel Barnes. Kirsty Bolingbroke. Chris Bowles. Catherine Clark. Ellie Cooper. Grace Diggins. Aaron Down. Anthony Dunn. Sophie Eldon. Natalie Fode. And with first-class honours, Amrit Forrester. Lee Fowler. Sam Furno. Cameron Gibson. Connor Hanley, Christopher Holmes, Andrew Kidd, Liam Kitchingside, Andreas Kokinoftis, Gila Lala, Will Lamin, Arno Lambert, Luisa Luero, Megan Lowe, Sophie Majewski, Amy McCrossan, Neve McNamara, Nicola Medhurst, Natalie Moss, Laura Nelson, Benjamin Page, and with first class honours, Ailish Phillips. Beth Preddy, James Rogers, Samuel Smith, Charlotte Stringer, Natalie Strong, Gemma Taylor, Ryan Tully, Rebecca Twining, Marcus Underdown, Luke Walduck, Alisa Warwick, Matt Raitt, and Anthony Wren. In history and politics, Thomas Brett, Adam Cox, Kane Fenn, Niall Hobbs, Lewis McLennan, Henry Oshig-Boson, Charlotte Simmons, and Megan Terrell. In journalism, with first-class honours, Holly Atherton. With first-class honours, Christian Balkin. George Burrow. Danielle Butler, Sarah Carter, Sean Edwards, and with first class honours, James Hargreaves. With first class honours, Lauren Hino. With first class honours, John King. With first class honours, Natalie Libby. With first class honours, Sophie Merritt. Michael Adane. Catherine Richardson. Leanne Shield. Antonia Stewart. And with first class honours, Sam West. Journalism with English language, Lareb Ashraf. Charlie Barnes. Ellen Bradford. And with first class honours, Jessica DePrima. Jess grew up. Yeah, almost there. Alice Hughes. Simona Luparello. Annie Milroy. Christina Raleigh. Adam Stovall. Charlotte Way. Aidan Williams. In journalism with English literature, Alex Bignell. Robert Howe. Megan Humphrey. The next award chancellor is for Shane Yannick and is being made posthumously and will be collected by his father, Jeff Yannick. Sarah Quinn. Lauren Stewart. Jamila Tarjar. and Ronnie Thorpe. In journalism with media studies, Sam Adams. Megan Batterbury. Craig Blanchard. Adam Charville. Shannon Doherty. Kaya Esnard. And with first-class honours, Stephanie Hunter. Kira Kinsella. And with first-class honours, Ewan Moore. James Robbins. Katerina Rossi. Elliot Shepherd. Pia Thiessen. And Georgia Woods.
Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, and with first-class honours, Divine Agbeti. Laura Brown. William Bruce. Mari Horgan. Louise Hunt. Marie Jacquier. Chardell Joseph. Chelsea Kittle. Savita Lappa. Alex Maynard. Adam Moon. Keena Ridyard. Tamid Shahid. Gemma Thompson. Melissa Watson. Madeline Worsley. In International Relations and History, Daniel Barrett. Daniel Bennett. Samuel Brown. Charlie Cox. Danielle Daniels. Sarah Emerson. Stephanie Harding. Harry Killick. Jack McGackie. Luke McKelvey. Liam Meehan. Sean Roche. And with first class honours, Kate Sims. And with first class honours, Dean Unsworth. In International Relations and Politics, Joe Alsop. Hessa Al-Mesbah. And with first class honours, Zahida Begum. Wasif Chowdhury. Oliver Clark. Hidyat Denizer. Ashley Foster. Max Hammond. Jason Manning. Nigel Matarinica. Regina Bungubinda. And with first class honours, Sam Oldham. Yulia Olinik. Tyler Perry. Matthew Potter. Olga Schneider. Yetundi Teriba. James Tiley. In Politics, Jack Ashby. And with first class honours, Lewis Batch. Thomas Bahiri. Joshua Coyle. Daniel Fisher. William Humphreys. David Mummery. Emma Munt. Andrew Patterson. Benjamin Perry. Edward Rees. Jodie Ross. Ashley Smith. Craig Thew. Jonathan Wood. Richard Yellop. In Politics and Sociology, Sian Brooke. Oh, sorry. And with first class honours, Sian Brooke. Benjamin Mann. Moses Mudavadi. In Sociology and Media Studies, Becky Ames. Adrian Cassell. Catherine Eggleston. Gwen Jones. Stephanie Keeler. Chi Nguyen. Emma Powell. Tan Zeng Wei. In sociology, Joshua Borg. Darren Bradley. Patricia Burns. Aniela Curtis. Alex Daly. Katie Deleep. And with first class honours, Benjamin Frost. Betty Gachow. Lauren Goddard. And with first class honours, Poppy Hand. Alexander Hopton. Chloe Lambert. Helena Marks. Hannah Millard. Lorraine Miller. Jessica Minter. Ness Mose. And with first class honours, Isabel Moss. Danielle Nash. Farai Grande. Ross O'Brien. Lucy Ogg. Luke Parfit. Lloyd Pascal. Dom Pithers. Holly Roberts. Michael Sakala. And with first class honours, Eleanor Shaw. Michael Stokes. James Turner. Raquel Valentine. Emma Weir. David White. Daniel Wigginton. Stephen Williams. In sociology and criminology, Maxime Bat. Emma Bird. Liam Bird. Jake Callahan. Emma Cass. And with first class honours, Charlotte Chambers. Luke Connew. Alexander Constantinou, Victoria Cooper, Amy Daniels, Jessica Dan, Abigail Elkins, and with first class honours, Laura Frisbee. Sarah Fuller, Sophie Hale, Luke Hawkins, Jennifer Haynes, Aaron Holman, Adam Jeffries, Shani Keating, Hanifa Khanum, Cameron Lincoln Smith, and with first class honours, Lindsay Madden. Jack McGarvey, Molly McGinn, Claire Oakley, Holly Patterson, and with first class honours, Laura Prose. Amy Ransom, Gabrielle Reynolds, Natalie Richards, Ellie Roach, and with first class honours, Sophie Saxton. Luke Shepherd, Madeline Smith, Jodie South, Carly Sweatman, Mugay Tanislar, Ollie Thorne, Cherise Toppin-Joseph, Max Wheeler, Elizabeth Ride, in sociology with psychology and with first class honours, Sarah Flint. Sanjiv Ganga, Saeed Hamid, and with first class honours, Gabriella Jones. Adi Lyembi, Feng Li, Charlie Muyenda, Tamuka Namo, and with first class honours, Petar Terziev. Samantha Warwick, for postgraduate diploma in History of War, Culture and Society, Hannah Rumming. For the Master of Arts in European Law and Policy, Tatenda Muchinaripi. And with distinction, Taza Kadir. The Master of Arts in European Studies, Carol Gold. And with distinction, Marie-Gert Rowlandson. For the Master of Arts in History of War, Culture and Society, Adam Lovac. Catherine Rimington. Samantha Sudbury. The Master of Arts in International Relations and European Studies, Nadine Draheim. Nina Circasalo. Master of Arts in Literature, Culture and Identity, Kay Medcalf. Danielle Norman. Julie Osborne. James Tattington. The Master of Public Administration, Richard Batrick. Siva Haji. And with distinction, Lynn Holloway. For a programme of research in Spectacles of Suffering, Self-Harm in New Women Writing, 1880 to 1900, Alexandra Messam. For a programme of research in Traversing Trauma and Consuming Perverse Pleasures in the Neo-Victorian Novel, Emily Scott.
Chancellor, I present to you Samantha Eldridge to respond to the University on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, it has often been said that the British don't like to toot their own horn. That is, to speak aloud about their own achievements. However, as I'm sure you can hear from my voice, I am American and do not have any such reservations. On this occasion, I think acknowledging both our own achievements and those who have contributed to our success is necessary. Firstly, my personal thanks. I would like to thank my mom for her unconditional love, even when I moved to the other side of the world. I would like to thank my wonderful husband, Phil, for the 3 years of support in this crazy idea I had to earn my degree with a toddler in tow. I love you more. And most of all, I would like to thank my beautiful little girl, Ella. You inspire me to better myself so that I can be a role model for you. You lit my fire, and I love you more than words can say. On behalf of the graduating class of 2015, I would like to take a moment to express our gratitude to all of the people who have helped to make our studies so successful. Thank you to our friends and family for your emotional and financial support. Without you, we would not be graduating here today. Thank you to the people such as the library staff, the academic skills unit, the course administrators, and the many other unsung heroes who keep this campus functioning. Thank you to the Academic Registry Office for coordinating this beautiful ceremony for us to celebrate our achievement. Thank you to the University of Portsmouth for providing us the amazing opportunity to develop our minds as part of a first-rate educational institution. We are proud to say we are now University of Portsmouth alumni. And especially, thank you to our lecturers. You have inspired us, pushed us, and constructively criticized us into this very moment. We could not have done it without you and your infectious enthusiasm, passion, and dedication. We also need to thank each other. Graduates, look around you. These people have been your community for the last 3 years. These are the people who brought extra pillows to the library for the all-nighters. They are the people who posted pictures of goats on Facebook to calm down your late-night dissertation hysteria. These people have been there to debate the effects of a new law on the media, or how poverty affects the community, or how the actions of one country will resonate around the world. The people sitting next to you dropped everything to discuss the causes of the Second World War or the genius of Shakespearean insults. We couldn't have done it without each other. And lastly, graduates, it is time to boast about our individual accomplishments. While it is certainly true that we could not have done it without all the help and support we received, it was our own hard work and determination that brought us here today. And what an incredible achievement it is. Celebrate it, revel in it, brag about it. Tomorrow, we can return to British humility and let our accomplishments speak for themselves. But for today, a little horn tooting is in order. Thank you.
That's how you make a speech. Good girl. Fantastic. Well, look at you, you're graduates. How great is that? Woo! So one of the great privileges of being Chancellor, you know, apart from being allowed to dress up as a wizard, is I get to pass on a few words at graduation. Can I just say, for the mature graduates, I doubt I can be very helpful. You have already made the brilliant decision to continue your education, and I applaud you for it. You are an inspiration to us all. Let's hear it for the mature graduates. Now, for the brilliant young people graduating today, the first thing I would say is that you are brilliant young people, and don't let anyone in the older generation tell you otherwise. I have great faith in you, and I can only apologize for the many messes my generation has been responsible for. Do you know, I do think that improving your mind ought to be a fundamental right. There are millions of children across the world who are prevented from going to school each day. We don't know the exact figures, but there's something like 775 million illiterate adults worldwide, with women representing 2/3 of them. I'm sure lots of you saw the picture in the news last week. It was a very affecting picture of a 9-year-old boy called Daniel Cabrera, who lives in the central Philippines. Daniel's family live in extreme poverty, and he was seen trying to do his homework on a wooden stool placed close to a McDonald's window so he could catch the light from the shop. That is determination. And the truth is, you are already among the world's elite in terms of the schooling that you have received. So, what are you going to do with this great position you find yourselves in? Well, there's a few things I would suggest to you. First of all, live life to the full. It is fantastically precious and fantastically... I'm going to cry because I think today we know how precious it is because Shane is not with us and his parents so bravely accepted the posthumous award. So here is the thing, because it is fragile, be passionate, love with all your hearts, for life is nothing without passion. Be passionate about those you love, about what you do. Please promise me, if you ever find you are bored rigid in a job, leave. Find anything else to do. And don't stay with a partner just because you are scared to be alone. You deserve better. So here's the thing, being passionate means sometimes you have to stand up, because I encourage you to participate in what happens in the world. So today, July the 15th, 2015, this is a very big day for you. It's the day you begin to take your place in the world as others have done before you, and my goodness, others have done it before you. It was today, July the 15th, 1858, that the great suffragette Emmeline Pankhurst was born. She was one of the great people of the 20th century. She shook society into a new pattern from which there was never going to be any going back. And you know, it's hard to believe, right? But she was once refused permission to join the Independent Labour Party because she was a woman. She was imprisoned many times for her protests in favour of being allowed to vote. She was force-fed in the most brutal manner, and her health suffered, but she battled on. Imagine her courage. So if you see a problem in the world, locally or on a grander stage, don't leave it up to someone else to solve. Think of Emmeline Pankhurst and step forward. You know, if you care about things, sometimes you have to get angry. And it probably sounds a bit strange, but nothing pleases me more sometimes than seeing a young person in a rage. A couple of years ago, there were protests in London by students about the frankly appalling increase in university fees which your generation has suffered. And my son was 16 at the time, and he phoned me up and he asked me if he could participate. And I said, darling, here is the thing that you need to learn about protesting. You don't ask your mother, you just get on with it. So fight for what you believe in, but, you know, I would urge you to allow room for doubt. Don't be so extreme in your views that you don't allow space for the thoughts of others. I very much hope that you have learned in your time here that there are many ways to solve or to view the same problem. And being so certain that you are right about something fails to allow for the possibility that someone else might have an even better idea. Cooperation and conciliation help us to survive. And also consider how you interact with the world. This week, as it happens, is the 9th birthday of Twitter, one of the largest social media platforms in the world. Now, I don't tweet, but I am not at all against all these great technological developments for how we communicate. But here is my advice about it. Try and be of the moment. So what do I mean by that? Well, instead of texting and tweeting people who are not with you that you are having a wonderful time, try having a wonderful time with the people you're actually with. Now, for the younger ones amongst you, that may even be your parents. And now that you are officially grown up, you might be shocked to discover there is more to them than you thought. And here's a radical thought, maybe even stop taking pictures of yourselves long enough to admire the view. It's just a thought. Here's a total sidebar. When eventually you have kids of your own, there is a very useful rule of thumb that I would pass on. Never have more kids than you have car windows. It's just a little thing. My mistake. Parents, a quick note to you. There may be also more to your kids than you thought. And you will soon discover this, as even children with degrees are unlikely to leave home, so good luck with that. What else? Beauty. Oh my goodness, you're all so beautiful today, partly because you're all dressed up and partly because you're so young. Okay, here's the bad news. It is not going to last. Boys, your hair will go. Girls, you don't want to know what's going to go. Here is the good news. The world is a beautiful place. and your store of knowledge, even with a degree, is in its infancy. There are so many wonderful books to read, paintings to admire, and music to get lost in. I envy you the journey ahead. Don't chase fame. That would be, take it from me. It's fleeting to say the least. It was today in 1606 that the Dutch painter Rembrandt was born. One of the greatest painters, printmakers in European art, certainly the most important in Dutch history, a genius. He became famous very quickly. The last Rembrandt that sold at auction went for more than £20 million, but the world is fickle. He died a pauper and was buried in an unmarked grave, and 20 years later his bones were dug up and destroyed. Fame, I have to tell you, is overrated. But find a balance, because you shouldn't dwell on your failures either. I have them all the time. You only have to look on the television channel Dave to see them, and they occur so that we can learn from them. But if you are running a race and fall over a stick, standing and staring at the stick is not going to help you finish the race. So what if you don't think you're cut out for the spotlight in any way? Well, you may be mistaken. One of my favorite songwriters, the American Dorothy Fields, was born today in 1905, and she wrote, amongst lots of wonderful things, the words to the great musical Sweet Charity. And there's a song that contains the lyric, "It's not where you start, it's where you finish. It's not how you go, it's how you land. 100 to 1 shot, you call him a klutz, can outrun the favorite. All he needs is the guts. Have the guts to take part, and indeed to finish the race. You are part of a great human history. Learn from those who've gone before you, and do enough that those who come after are grateful that you were here." Now, sometimes rough things happen, but I'm telling you, you will get through them. I think about Beethoven. His Ode to Joy is probably my favorite piece of music. It comes from the Ninth Symphony. It's a work of absolute genius. But by the time the symphony was ready to be performed, Beethoven was profoundly deaf. And here's one of those great ironies of life. He never heard it. Nevertheless, on the night of the premiere, he was seen running through the streets of Vienna, shouting, "Grab life by the throat." Do that, for that is the best advice of all. Be proactive, be positive, dear God, be passionate. Go change the world. I know you have it in you, and it certainly wants doing. Many congratulations. I formally declare this congregation of the University of Portsmouth closed. Please be upstanding.